Just team news first, please, Patrick.
The team news is we still have Maka and James Tomkins who not going to take part of the game tomorrow, but everybody else are good. Jordan Ayew takes part of some training this morning, so he will be available for the game on Sunday.
That's great. That answers my next question. That's perfect. You've had two big games with Milwall and Brighton, real intense matches. How do you feel after that? I mean, it was great to watch, but how do you think the team played in those matches?
I think the team played well, responded well to the challenges. Both games that you mentioned were challenging in a different way, and I think we had good moments during those games, and we have to build our confidence, our belief, and keep improving.
At Liverpool Sunday, Jurgen Klopp has just been speaking to us, and he was very, very complimentary about you and your team. Looking back on the match at Anfield, it didn't feel like a 3-0, did it?
No, it didn't, but it was a 3-0. So there's always positive to take from that game, because we created enough chances to score a couple of goals. But in the other side, we get back home with the loss and conceding 3 goals. So we analyzed that game, and we knew that there's part of the games that we needed to improve. And I think the team are getting better, but we are not there yet. And Liverpool, I believe, is one of the greatest teams in Europe. The way they play, I think they can win, they can lose, but you're always going to enjoy watching them play because of the intensity that they're putting into that game. So we are looking forward to play them. It's going to be a challenge for us, but our record at home has been good, and we have to give them the game that they expect, a difficult one.
I know they're without Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, but we saw last night against your old team, Arsenal, that they are still a very, very good team.
I think you mentioned this is a team, and it's not just about those 2 players that they are missing. Obviously, with those 2 players, they are stronger, but there's still a couple of players who playing really well and have some fantastic talents. So I think the best way to describe this team is, before talking about the individual talent, is about the team, and this is a strong team.
There was interest from Christian Benteke this week. We're told that he didn't want to leave. Will he be staying this month?
Yes, I think he will be at this football club. Christian loves this football club, and he's part of what we try to do. And I shouldn't even have anything to comment about it, because it never crossed my mind that it will be a subject there. So Christian is a Palace player, and he's happy to be here, and I'm happy him to be here. And we are working together to try to take the team to a different level.
Great. Jean-Philippe Mateta was really good against Milwall. Do you expect him to be with you after January as well? I know there's clubs in France that like him.
This is a period where there's a lot of speculation. What is important for me is about the reaction I've got from the players on the field, and Mateta rebuilding his confidence and belief because he's playing more games, and physically as well, he's feeling better and better. So what he showed me on the field is that he wants to be part of what we are trying to do, and that's good for us, and that's good for me. I'm happy with that.
You had a brilliant summer window, but I remember you saying to me a few weeks ago, 1 or 2 more would be nice this month. Would you still like to bring in 1 or 2 over the next week or so?
Yeah, we will try to improve the squad, and this is a difficult period to find the right players, and we are working and try to improve. And if we can bring a couple of players, that will be good for the squad. If not, we will try to improve players individually so we can be a little bit more stronger collectively.
Aaron Ramsey wants to come back to the Premier League. Is that one player you might be interested in?
I don't want to go into names. Aaron is, I believe, a really strong player, and is going to have a lot of options, I will say, but it's no point for me to comment on that side.
So hopefully if I cover Palace on deadline day, I might be busy.
You may be.
Thanks, Patrick. Take care. Thank you. Thanks, Patrick. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Olivia from Premier League Productions.
Hi, Patrick.
Hello.
In that game against Brighton, of course, your goal, every single player on the pitch touched the ball. Is that an indication of the style of football and the way you want your team to play, even against the teams like Liverpool as well? Yeah,
I think the goals reflect quite well the way we want to play, and we know that in a game, obviously, it's quite really difficult to do it often or to do it for the 95 minutes. But at least we have an identity and an idea about how we want to play. But there is the other side of the game as well, the way we need to defend well as a team. And we need to improve that aspect to allow ourselves to be more stronger and to win more games.
Well, talking of that, you conceded 3 set pieces against Liverpool in the reverse fixture at Anfield. Do you feel that's something that your team has improved on since then? Yeah,
I think we dealing better with our set pieces, defensive set pieces. We are defending better, especially on the second phases. I can't tell you it's perfect. We still need to improve, but we know that we are not the tallest team in the Premier League, but we are spending more time, obviously, on the training field, and we are improving.
And just one final question. I want to ask about Jack Butland, because he obviously played against Milwall and made that mistake. And he came back he played against Brighton and was absolutely brilliant. He almost earned you that point. So how impressed have you been with him and the way he recovered from that Millwall game?
Yeah, against Milwall, I think he had quite a solid game, but people are focusing about the mistakes that he makes. And obviously, when you are a goalkeeper, you're making a mistake. You have more chance of conceding a goal. But I was quite really happy with the way that he lead the defense. And I was really happy for him because against Brighton, he had a really good game. And if we took a points, I think at that game, it's the way that he played, because I think the first half, he makes some fantastic save who keep us in the game. So I'm really happy with the goalkeepers that we have in our football club.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Olivia, we'll go to Alex Howe, BBC Sport.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi, Alex.
Just going to ask a question about Jordan Ayew. I know he's taken part in training, but have you had a chance to look at him? Is he fit enough to start the game tomorrow, Sunday?
We don't know. We still have a couple of days before the game, but he was in today. He took part of the first part of training, and we will have a discussion later on tomorrow to find out how is he feeling.
And just following up from the goalkeepers, obviously, Jack Butland has played well. Has it brought about a reaction in training with the other goalkeepers? No, there is that competition there now.
It always has been a competition, you know. I think Vince never take his position as granted. He always work hard in training, and there is a competition in a lot of position in the football club, and this is what we want. Jack keep working well, keep working hard, and I think nobody in this team deserve that game that he had at Brighton because of his attitude in everyday training or around the team.
And just finally, just another one on the goalkeepers. Is Vicente Guaita available for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
George Sessions, PA.
Hi, Patrick. Sorry, my video is not working. I just wanted to check on James Tomkins. I know last week or maybe the week before you sort of hoped it wasn't too a long-term one. Is there any further update on that?
Yeah, the plan will be for him, hopefully, to take part of some training session next week.
And just in terms of James McArthur as well, I know I think he was back on the grass. Ossian said a couple of weeks back.
He started doing some work on the grass individually. So the plan as well is, if everything's go well, there may be a chance for him to take training, some part of training with the team next week.
And sticking with the kind of the goalkeeper situation, I guess there's good competition there now between Jack and Vicente, but all over the pitch, isn't there? You know, you've got Jordan coming back in, Jordan Ayew, but you've also had Michael Elise, who's played very well. So I guess that there's quite a nice headache there in terms of Jordan versus Michael.
Yeah, I think this is what I want from the players, is for them to compete for the position, and when they have that opportunity to play, to show how good they are for the good of the team. Jordan went away, and I think Michael did really well for us. So he has to keep challenging for the starting 11. I need the same for Jack. I want Jack to push Vince to challenge him, and that will be, I think, raising the demand and the strength and the quality of the team.
And just finally from me, this is the last game before the sort of mini winter break in the Premier League. There's obviously been so many games off. Does it feel needed really to have this weekend without a game? And would you have liked to have played a game this weekend, the weekend after this?
Listen, if we played, these players who played a lot of games, some of them play less, but obviously we will take that break to give players a little bit of break. But you know, the calendar is the way it is, and we just have to deal with it.
Thanks, Patrick.
Okay, thank you. That ends the broadcast.